from the year 1978 in the Martinsville Bulletin. Survey bears out group's claim. Do bowlers enjoy the sport without the need of high scores as an inducement to compete in league play? In a recent survey conducted by the American Bowling Congress, 9 of every 10 bowlers do not. And it seems, according to the survey, 95% of the membership is not interested in moving from one establishment to another, particularly to improve their scoring potential. The survey included responses from ABC team captains from every state except Alaska and Hawaii, and was weighed to obtain information from heavily populated bowling areas. Of those surveyed, 81% were from the 140 to 179 average bracket, with 52% between 160 and 179. In the 180 to 199 average bracket, 12% responded, which is a higher percentage than actual ABC membership in that average bracket. Of the respondents, 95% were at least once-a-week bowlers, as opposed to those who compete in mixed leagues on an every other weekend basis or perhaps twice a month. 51% bowl more than once a week. With regard to age, 79% were in the 25 to 54 years of age bracket, and 58% were from 25 to 44, which accurately reflects ABC membership. When asked if they enjoy bowling even without high scores, 91% responded that bowling is enjoyable, and while high scores were certainly better than low scores, they bowled for other reasons and were satisfied. Only a small 9% said their enjoyment was based on scoring. The statistics also revealed that once a bowler joins a league in a certain establishment, it isn't likely he will change to another. A count of 57% said no, that moving to a different establishment would not enter their minds. Another 40% said they would consider changing, but because of the 95% figure who remained at the same establishment from last season to another, it appears that most of the 40% who would consider changing talk about it but do not actually change. That 95% figure surprises me, ABC Executive Secretary Ken Hurley said. We've been hearing from proprietors in certain areas that they must give the bowlers help, lane conditioning, or they'll lose them to a center down the road. Obviously that isn't true, Hurley added. Hurley said the survey was initiated because there were conflicting reports coming to ABC as to members' attitudes regarding lane conditioning rules and ABC services generally, both from personal contacts and articles and editorials from bowling publications and daily newspapers. Our concern involved not only ABC, which was getting some seriously adverse comment in editorials, articles, and letters to some of the publications, but concern for the overall game as well. That's when we decided to get first-hand information. The reasons for remaining at the same bowling center were varied, but the convenience of the location was an important factor. Another was a well-maintained center with friendly employees and management. Some liked the people in their league and would not change unless the league did. The degree of satisfaction with ABC revealed 43% were very satisfied, 43% moderately satisfied, 5% slightly satisfied, 2% slightly dissatisfied, 1% very dissatisfied, and 5% with no answer. The Bowling Proprietors Association of America long has prodded its member establishments to keep their facilities clean, be friendly, and understanding to the customers, and generally provide a pleasant atmosphere, Hurley stated. The BPAA is right on that, being the primary reason why bowlers stay where they are, and this survey certainly backs up that contention. When asked whether their average had remained the same, gone up or down, 45% said it remained the same. 38% said their average had gone up, and the remaining 17% said the average went down. Of the 38% who indicated an improvement in average, all but one said it was because of the increased skill, pointing to such things as a new ball with a better fit, instruction, better competition, and more practice. 75% of the respondents agreed that they noticed the change in scoring as a result of lane maintenance. Of the 17% who indicated a decrease in average, the reasons were lane finish, surface, they didn't practice or bowl as much as before, or they were getting older. The number of bowlers giving those reasons was the same in each case. Bowling as a family sport received solid support from those surveyed. There were 79% who said at least 2 and often 3 or 4 members of the family bowled in leagues. And locally, we might even have a larger percentage. There are numerous individuals within the same family who bowl either together or separately. Pertaining to the cleanliness of the establishments locally, we probably would have a very slight percentage of those who were satisfied in that area. Our establishments are not super clean. Most every bowler would attest to the fact. Most bowlers come away from bowling 3 games with filthy hands and a very soiled shirt if they hold the ball close to their bodies. There are solutions to the dirt problem, and at least one house plans to alleviate much of the problem with new carpet this summer. And perhaps in due time the houses will be much cleaner. Several bowlers last season said the Stewart Bowling Center is the cleanest within our jurisdiction. Hurley commented that it is gratifying to know most of our members don't want inflated scores and are happy with ABC services and our game. And it's good to know we can tell a proprietor that if he runs a good house, keeps it clean, and is friendly to his customers, he won't have problems with losing bowlers. We know that might not be true in every center in every city, but the facts reported from this survey should put to rest the theory that bowlers jump centers for scores only.